And we're live, how's that? What's happening? You're going to upset Facebook now.
What, by doing lots of live?
By doing lots of live.
Walking.
Yeah, walking. Should come up.
Oh, look, in the sandpit. That didn't block off. That's a good thing. They didn't block off the sandpit.
They didn't block off the sandpit.
Let's go and stand on sand. Sand is good for you, right?
Sand is good. See? Look at us.
Yay! I'm going to go and put my feet in the sand.
You don't put your feet in the sand, so am I.
Because the kids are smart.
So, see the orb weavers outside. So, they didn't kick us out of the sandpit yet.
No, there's no barriers on the sandpit.
No barriers at all. So the difference with this camera though is it's got a balance, like a stabilizer in it.
Okay.
So when you're actually live with it, you can actually, it is fairly stable. It's not banging around. Now, if I get this thing right, we're right in the flight path. Who wants to live here? No way. But while you're hanging out in the sand, so it's the same reason why I liked Maroubra and down along the beach. Actually like Maroubra.
So did you want to continue the conversation?
Yeah, we can. So before Zoe and I were talking about innocence and about being childlike, and there was a video that put out on the weekend about a kid that was taken away from his mother by the police because she was protesting about I want to be able to do things. I want my kid.
Human rights, freedom of human rights.
And freedom of just being able to do stuff.
Play in a playground.
Which kids do.
Which is our natural instinct to play and swing.
And so kids want to do it.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of emotion out of this video on the weekend. And the kid crying was probably the worst bit of the thing.
Oh, it's horrific.
And he needed to actually see, and he had a message for it. And the message was about, well, I want my innocence. I want to be able to do what I want. I want to be able to play. I want to be able to do stuff. And that was really important. That was, a lot of people get it and they say, oh, it was up to the police. She was doing something wrong. She was doing this. But was she doing something wrong? And was it really bad? Or
was it actually strengthening her immunity by being outside?
Yeah, well, we can't determine that. Look at the water.
The kid had a really interesting question. The kid kept saying, why? Why is this happening? And please stop. And all of those things were just completely ignored. And that whole sense of trust, it's like, well, how are you going to trust authority?
Yeah,
when you're going to push back against authority if that's the response that you get.
Yeah, it sucks. But
so I'm feeling like the rebellious teenager right now because even as kids and teenagers we trusted in our instinct a lot more. So we were talking about reclaiming our innocence and
reclaiming being childlike. And what's happened with everyone, and people out here are exercising or they're doing stuff in small groups. We should all be out doing that. It was a perfect opportunity for it.
And connecting.
And chatting.
And in nature.
And being stupid.
And here you've got people that are exercising anyway, and there's a great one here, like the
park.
Exercise with some tape around it, which is just
because someone might catch something.
Probably more like more littering. Bits of the tape is falling off. Is that then going into the water?
It's crazy.
So like here, look at it. It's crazy. Look. We naturally need microbes and we naturally need bacteria on our hands, and I think we're going to have a real over-cleanly, clean lowered immunity in society.
And it's not going to help.
And it's not going to help. It's actually going to make it worse for people. What else did you want to say?
No, nothing much. We're just having a good old wander.
So yeah, we walked past a dog earlier as well, and it's really interesting, you know, what's an animal's primal instinct when an animal comes up to you. They want to greet and they want to jump up, and it was really fascinating how the people become apologetic by something that's so natural and instinctful, but the dog naturally jumps up. But the owner was almost like, oh, I'm so sorry for the dog jumping up. But yet that's a natural instinct, and we have this society of over apologizing, afraid to step out of line, afraid to step out of the box, this obedience, and actually switching off one of the most powerful things we have, which is our instinct, which is our inner intelligence of nature.
An innate intelligence.
Hey?
And innate
intelligence and emotional intelligence. Like, because what it's bringing up, the video is bringing up the emotionality of what people are feeling in themselves. So I feel if you had a really strong reaction like myself to it, it's that natural instinct to protect your child, to protect your young, to protect your innocence, and really protect your human rights.
Yeah. So there was a video out. That video out was quite powerful in itself. It was interesting. See this water.
So the water is like a representation of your emotions.
Absolutely.
And this is what's happening right now in society. All of a sudden people have been thrown into the ocean of their own emotions, and people will either feel overwhelmed by it, trigger responses will come up. So the invitation is, whatever your response was to this, is to feel into the fear and address that, because the more and more you're in that place of fear of reaction, the more and more you're going to be easily controlled.
Yeah.
Right? Or afraid to think for yourself, or afraid to trust your instinct.
Amazing. Little millionaire's row, sitting there
with all the
doing
boats
nothing.
Not being used.
Can't use them at the moment.
Well, I don't know. I've seen people going out. It's good to see people on the water.
Yeah, they can. I think they can go fishing.
Yeah.
In WA, they can go fishing. They're allowed up to 10, so they go fishing.
You know, it's, I don't know, it's, who doesn't, when you put a barrier up there when you're a child, you climb over it, you go under it. We've all been doing this for years. You go around it, you find another way. And it brings me on to the point how right now people are really connecting, and that whole tribeship in this face of adversity of people having a lot of rights taken away. What's actually happening is we're creating tribe again, and we're creating community, I feel.
How many kids are out at night playing in the like in the street?
Right. And
the old playground.
People are probably connecting with their neighbours that never connected before.
And having a beer with them.
And having a beer or having
a
some
glass
wine.
of wine.
Well, you know, I saw it the other day. There was 4 different families, and the kids and the parents had their skateboards out, and they were actually going up and down the road, and it was awesome. It had this great hill in it, and they were playing. They were out doing artistry on the street. So
they do all sorts of stuff, don't they?
I feel we can really shift this into remembering what your innocence is, remembering your inner nature, your inner net, and this powerful source that you have within you. And like with anything, you create resistance with that, and you create a barrier, and you can either go into that victim of feeling that you can't do anything, or you can use it to leverage as a powerful springboard. And I feel that's what we have an opportunity to do.
Yep. Look at this. We're going to close out in a minute.
Awesome.
Look at this. This is it's going to tell me off. Oh, it's going to tell me off. It's going to tell me off.
Tell you off?
Yeah. Oh, the volume and stuff. But no, it looks
Is that